Less than 2 weeks to Turkey Day, so we know you're busy. That's why we start this week's Explore Tulsa with a Tulsa tour that comes to you.
Then backstage to amp it up.
Followed by the guys who bring the light.
Plus sisters with scissors.
Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. It's so nice to see you once again for this week's Explore Tulsa.
You know, Trish, we go all over Green Country finding interesting, fun Tulsa tidbits to share each and every week on the show.
Right. It's too bad we can't just put that all in a truck and carry it around with us everywhere we go.
Maybe we can't, but the Tulsa Convention Visitors Bureau has done that with their new Mobile Visitors Center.
Folks that have lived here all their lives are learning things about our city through what we do that they didn't know existed. And things are growing, there's great momentum. It's a special place, we know that, and it's our responsibility to share it with other people. I've been here about 3.5 years, and probably a year into my tenure, we moved our offices from one tower to the next in a downtown location. And when we did that, we lost our space where we had a small visitor center. Started doing some research, started doing some design work, got a lot of feedback from other folks, and decided that this was a great opportunity for us to service the needs of our visitors and also promote local businesses that we direct folks to throughout the year. I don't think people recognize Tulsa or associate Tulsa with a destination for tourism. But between arts and culture and the museums, the food and beverage opportunities, it's probably easier for those that have been recognized as a tourism destination over decades. But that's what we're trying to make folks aware of here in Tulsa. You know, Center of the Universe Music Festival, we have a presence there. We just had the Mobile Visitor Center at Oktoberfest. We had it at the Tulsa Run, we had it at the Tulsa Fair. So special events that happen throughout the year, sometimes are one of a kind, just happen once every few years or maybe only one time. It can be a special event, it can be something indoors or outdoors. We'll have it at Chili Bowl Nationals at Expo Square. We'll have it at BMX Nationals at Expo Square. Again, I'm talking about Expo Square a lot, but there are a lot of cool things that happen out there. But regionally, we can take it a lot of different places and within reason, and we have some limitations, but so far so good. And it's an opportunity for folks to be aware not only of the things to see and do in Tulsa, but aware of our presence in helping to make some special things happen. And it continues to evolve. We added the cell phone charging station this year, which kind of helps us engage people while they're charging their phone. It's a free service and really well received. The TV means a lot to folks if they're at an event and have an interest in whatever football game might be on, especially on a Saturday. A lot of brochures, collateral materials to help us disseminate information to folks so they know about these things. I'm kind of old school. I like to hold something in my hand instead of just using my phone, although that's a trend that continues to grow. So it's an opportunity just for us to distribute information, and sometimes we'll assist at a specific event, Mayfest for example, and distribute their event guides as well as our information. So we become hopefully an asset to whatever organization we're present at for that specific event. There's kind of a growing trend for folks like us to create a way to take our information to where folks are, or fish where the fish are, as my boss says. Very pleased with it. It's been a lot of fun. We've got access to some great volunteers through our own staff, other folks that are related to our staff in one way or another, but also we utilize the Retired Senior Volunteer Program here in Tulsa, RSVP. Some great folks that we have access to that are enthusiastic about Tulsa. They want to share our city with other people. So that's been a huge opportunity for us to kind of get engaged with folks. And so we're just excited about the future and adding additional opportunities throughout the year.
Now, Kenny and his crew, they have a really cool job meeting and teaching folks all over about the fun things that make Tulsa such a great place to live.
That's what we do too, silly.
I knew you thought I was cool.
You set me up for that. To learn more about the Tulsa Mobile Visitor Center or the events you'll find it soon at go to visittulsa.com.
You know what else makes me cool? One of my Facebook friends is Brian from Amp Equipment to the Stars.
Brian is a pretty good guy to know if you're in the video or film business. So next, we'll learn all about the work he's done and if he really claims Stevie as a friend when we come back with more Explore Tulsa.
I want to get a new TV. There's like 1,000 different brands, all with different features. I wish I could make sense of it all. What do you think is best?
You should go to Video Revolution. Their experts will tell you everything you need to know. They carry the latest LED and 4K TVs and will even install it and set it up for you too.
She's right. You wouldn't talk to anyone but your dentist about your bicuspid. So when it comes to home entertainment, only trust the experts at Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis. Ever since the first movie theaters opened in the early 1900s, man has been trying everything to bring that same experience home to enjoy with their families. And for more than 30 years, Video Revolution and their home entertainment experts have been making those dreams come true by designing custom home theater solutions for both in and outdoor use. From 1080p LEDs to the brand new Sony 4K flat panel TVs, or come in to see the latest in sound bars and surround sound setups. Always the top name brands are found at Video Revolution. That same electronic expertise we also apply to your business communications network, from boardroom automation to video wall presentations. No matter what technology the future holds, you can count on Video Revolution to be leading the way. Tulsa's headquarters for the best selection and installation of cutting-edge electronics. Video Revolution on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Hello, it really is wonderful to have you back with us for more Explore Tulsa.
Hold on, Trish. Let me see your super happy face. No, yeah. Now, let me see the face you'd make if you hadn't seen your best friend, Stevie, for like a really, really long time. You're supposed to put a sad face on.
Why are you making me do all of this?
Because we're going to go see my friend Brian at Amp Video and Film Equipment. I just want to rehearse you to make sure that you're ready for the big screen and ready to impress.
We're going to see Brian to hear all about his work with studios like HBO, Warner Brothers, and Fox. Not for me to get into the movie business.
Hey, you never know. Let's just make sure that you're ready for the big screen. Lights, camera, action.
One of the very first movies I ever had the opportunity to work on was UHF with Weird Al here in Tulsa. That was one of the funnest movies to work on, and the amount of talent that was involved in that movie. Everybody from, Victoria Jackson with Saturday Night Live to, Weird Al himself to Kramer, from Michael Richards, from David Bowe. Luke, Anthony Gary, who played Luke in General Hospital. Billy Barty. The list just went on and on with the talent that was wrapped up in that movie. It started out that we were doing some Christian music videos here in Tulsa. And it started with Carmen, who was a local singer, religious figure that he really kicked off the whole Christian religious music video phase. It was basically a five-man crew. It was Steve, my cousin Brett, who was the camera guy, I was doing the lighting, and then we had an assistant camera and a grip with us. So basically it was a five-man crew doing all these music videos, and we were traveling the world. I was privileged enough to have been able to work under a mentor, John Michael Taylor out of Dallas, and Kim Hubbard, a gaffer and a key grip, that early in my career, they were being brought into Tulsa for all the early productions we were doing because there was nobody in Oklahoma that knew anything about film and video production. We had to import technicians from out of state to tell us how to do it. I was very fortunate to have learned from one of the industry's best. As far as when it comes to grip and lighting equipment, working on it, sources where to get it, just everything about it. I'm probably about the most knowledgeable, experienced technician in Oklahoma. At Oklahoma City Community College for over 10 years, from 1997 to 2007. I taught there at a summer program that I had created with the help of a couple of the people that were involved there at the college, and with the help of the film office at the time. And I've also taught at Quartz Mountain, and I've also held some other classes like at TU and other places where I've always tried to give back to the film community by helping teach and train others and pass on the knowledge that I was fortunate to have gained. Originally, I had Bulldog Film and Video Services, and I started that back in the late 80s. And about 5 years ago, I approached my next leading competitor, Greg Price with New Millennium Productions, and although he only had about a third of the gear that I had, I needed somebody to help with my company because it was becoming so huge and I was getting so many clients. And so I approached him saying, hey, if we teamed up and we merged and we create a new parent company that we both operate underneath, then let's go after some of the low-budget movies that Oklahoma is trying to entice, because Oklahoma has one of the best rebates in the country. We have a 35% film rebate. Compared to other states, we're a very attractive state for low-budget film and video production. The last real true film movie that we worked on was August Osage County, which I was the second unit gaffer on that. And we also supplied quite a bit of equipment on that movie too. So August Osage County was a great benefit to us as far as labor and equipment rental both. It's taken a long time to get to the point where I am now. 30 years of slowly purchasing gear, foregoing that vacation in order to buy that extra lighting equipment, or foregoing that trip to be able to buy that extra C-stand and that shot bag. So, we've put a lot on hold to try and build a inventory of equipment that, as I get older, when I'm not going to be physically able to work in the business, that hopefully it'll carry me through it'll be my retirement income, because hopefully, the film and video production is going to be alive and strong in Oklahoma for some time.
Over the last several years, we've rented all kinds of equipment from Brian to help with several of our productions. He's a great guy to know and a real professional.
To learn more about Brian, his equipment, and studio, visit ampequipment.com.
What do you think, Trish? In this light, do I look suave and sophisticated?
Maybe we need some softer lighting to help you out.
You mean like the very valuable custom fixtures and chandeliers you find at La Maison?
We can see if that helps. Plus, they do some really beautiful work, and we'll take a look next when we return with more Explore Tulsa.
John Erling with Voices of Oklahoma. Our great state has been home to countless individuals whose place in history has been earned through each of their many accomplishments. Voices of Oklahoma's mission is to preserve their story in an oral history presentation like none other. Accounts direct from famous Oklahomans, political figures, and many others who have left their indelible mark on the development, history, and future of Oklahoma. So please, treat yourself by listening to those who are the voices of Oklahoma.
Hi, I'm Stephen Lee with Video Revolution. If you ever wanted great home theater sound and thought it was too difficult, I'm going to show you today how simple it really is. What you're going to find in the box is, of course, the Sonos soundbar that has 9 speakers built into it. It's simple to set up. All you need are 2 cords, the power cord and the optical cord. One of the things about the Sonos soundbar that makes it so great, with the 9 speakers that are built into it, it gives you that cinema sound. Television speakers now are much smaller, and people have a hard time hearing the dialogue in television. Okay, first, you're going to take the optical cable that comes with it and plug it into the input of the soundbar, and then the other end you will plug into the output of the television. Once your optical cable is plugged in, you're ready to go. You can go to Sonos's website for a free download of the app, and with your iPad or your iPhone or Android phone, you can control the volume of your new Sonos soundbar.
Going somewhere? No?
It's as easy as that. Now that it's set up and ready to go, if you're ready for that home theater experience, just come in and see me and I'll show you how it's done.
If you're like me, just bought a house, or you're thinking about doing some pretty fancy redecorating, then you'll be so glad you stuck around for more Explore Tulsa.
A family business that's been around for over 50 years, La Maison really knows how to add charm and elegance to every home.
I've had people actually tell me, they say, I didn't understand what was so special about it, the house they saw, but then you you go through and look at the lighting, and there's they say, oh, that's that is part of it. It's the lighting's so spectacular; it just changes the whole look of the whole house. It's actually very important. And my dad started it with a neighbor of his, Bob Dixon, and it was my dad's hobby. Growing up, his father worked with brass, and so then he started this business late in life, actually. And Dick and I have been here since the beginning. I was 10 years old sweeping floors here, and Dick was probably 15, around that age. Bob actually moved to Innsbruck, Austria, and Dick moved with them, and he was in high school at the time, I think his senior year. They would buy antiques and ship them back to my father, and my dad would then make patterns from those pieces, and then he'd reassemble the old fixtures and then sell them to get the investment back, and they just kept doing that for an entire year, and we built up quite an inventory of patterns that way. We have lots of examples of different style fixtures, and so we get a feel pretty quickly. I can tell where they're headed in their head of what style they like, and then we'll go to the pattern room and kind of work through that. Then I'll usually either do drawings, or sometimes I'll even mock up if I can. If I have the parts, I'll mock up something for them to look at, and then once we get the approval of whatever we're trying to create, then we get the castings made, and then we machine it. That's all done here on site, which is quite a process actually, because you have to clean all the castings first because they're very rough when they come out of the sand. And then you have to drill for machining. You have to drill them and pin them. For if they're prisms, you have to pin it, and then do the finishing work. Everything has to be polished, even if it's a bronze finish, the dark finish. You still polish it first, and then it has to be chemically done to speed up the oxidation where you turn it dark. So there's no real shortcuts to anything. It's to do it right. The old way is very time consuming and labor intensive. There's nothing mass produced where it's just slapped on. Everything's basically done as each piece is made. I've noticed over all those years, it's not really a new construction that we even get involved in. It's very unusual. We usually come in after the house is built, and we do the upgrades in certain areas like a dining room, entry, powder rooms, where they want a little extra, bling for their dollar. A lot of my friends always get mad because I'll walk in and I'll say, well, your fixture needs to be cleaned, or your light bulb, the candles are crooked, or it's like straightening paintings on walls. They're like, oh great, he's here again. I really do enjoy it. I enjoy mostly the creating part. It's not as fun to rebuild somebody else's creations. It's always more enjoyable to create my own thoughts, but it all pays the bills, so you do whatever you have to. You have to have some kind of a love for the craft of it to begin with, I think, because lots of times they're just, they could go somewhere else and find something on the shelf and be completely happy. So it's not like everyone is into custom light fixtures, but it's been a great niche for us over the years.
It's so cool how the Bendels have kept their business that their dad started and continue it for over 50 years. Plus, everything in La Maison is really too beautiful to believe.
You certainly do have to see it for yourself. They don't have a website, and virtually all their business has always been word of mouth.
But you can enjoy all of their work by going to their shop at 11th in South Frankfurt.
Why do you keep looking at my hair?
What do you do to keep every little hair in place so perfectly every time?
Oh, it takes having a good stylist to make it easy for you to fix every time.
Oh, what? There's one. Go back into your place, little dude.
To find a great stylist in Broken Arrow, the newly renovated Rose District is home to the sisters behind the Sorella Salon.
Oh, there's another one.
We'll visit Faith and Jacqueline next when Explore Tulsa continues.
Hey, it's Stevie from Explore Tulsa with my friend and optometrist for many years, Dr. Robert Zellner. Tell everybody why it's so good to come in to see you.
Well, that's a great question. Let's see, we've got 2 great locations. We try to stay cutting edge at every point along the way because let's face it, everybody wants to come in and get taken care of in a timely fashion and get the latest, greatest stuff and save some money and get on with their life. And see clearly.
And if you don't believe it, look on the website.
Absolutely, drzellner.com. You can find that we have our 2 locations at 69th and Memorial and 3030 South Harvard, or you can give us a call at 749-2020 or 461-2020.
And I got 4 kids, and I gotta tell you, as a big family like that, it's affordable too.
Oh yes, and of course, the number one reason, you save some money. I mean, with our 2-pair specials, with our different unique packages that we put together, I mean, you can come in here and your money can go a lot farther than anywhere else.
And that's why with Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates, seeing is believing.
Oh, I like that, Stevie. Well done.
Hi there. Now, you watch Explore Tulsa every week, right? Then let me get your opinion, because I'm thinking about bringing the mullet back. What do you think?
I happen to know that there is no way your wife would ever let that happen.
Oh, then what about the Johnny Bravo look? Now that could be pretty fetching.
Why don't we ask the sisters at Sorella Salon? I'm certain they could give you some great advice.
What if I just shave the sides right here?
Sorella means sisters in Italian. We're always in contact, we're always doing something together, kind of partners in crime kind of thing, so we've always had that kind of a relationship. We always got along. Yeah, I mean, you have sisterly fights, but we always got along. Our family came over from Italy, so they are all hairstylists, so we kind of were naturally drawn to that too. My father, he always encouraged us in that way, so we kind of went in that direction, and it just kind of came natural, because we're kind of creative on that side. So we both went to beauty school separately and worked at different salons, and it was always our dream to get to work together. So we just kind of got our experience that we wanted, and then when this opportunity came up, we just jumped on it. She's probably a little bit more serious, and I'm probably a little bit more the jokester, but yeah, we like to pick on each other a little bit, but overall we get along really well, yeah. That's like the absolute best part of doing hair, because people are funny and they have like fantastic stories. It's never the same thing twice, so people are the best, for sure. I love seeing them. They really kind of become friends, and it's always just, I don't know, it's nice to know the person that's going to come in and that you're going to see every time, and we just get along with them so well. We're so blessed with that. We've had this place for almost 10 years, so it's changed drastically in the last 2 years, and it's been fantastic. We love being a part of it. It's so bustling now, it's exciting, and we love being a part of it. We kind of offer a more personalized experience, and since obviously being sisters, we work together, we really get to know our clients very, very closely, and we just enjoy so much being together, and I think you don't see a lot of salons where you have sisters working together, so. It depends on like what service that they're wanting. If it's a haircut, they're gonna come in, we'll wash their hair, we'll kind of go through a consultation, then we'll trim it and style it. If it's a color, it's gonna be more of consultation, and then the application of color, and they just hang out with us for a while they process, and then we rinse it out and get them looking good. I love it when people come in with an idea of what they like, and then they want my suggestion, because like, well, we always want people to look as modern and classy and really the best they can be. And so if you give us a little freedom in that, we definitely, do our best. I think, trends always change. You have to stay up with them, what the trends are. So you can't ever just be satisfied with where you're at. You kind of have to keep up with your education. Sometimes it kind of like, it'll just kind of hit me. I'll be like, this is really cool that we're a part of Main Street, and that we get to be a part and be together and work together. And yeah, it's pretty surreal sometimes. It's really cool.
Well, what do you think, Trish?
Take that thing off, Stevie.
I like those ladies. Talented, pretty cute too. Sisters with Scissors. That could be a hit song.
To schedule your next appointment with Faith or Jacqueline, visit sorellasalon.weebly.com.
I kind of really like the way this looks.
Stevie, stick around. There's more Explore Tulsa just ahead.
Hi, Dr. Robert Zellner here. For over 20 years, I've offered affordable, convenient eye care in Tulsa. Right now, you can get one pair of glasses or contact lenses starting at just $99 or my two-pair deal for $129. Hey, and as always, the eye exam's included. Walk-ins are always welcome. Glasses are ready in about an hour. Plus, we have over 2,000 frames to choose from. We're open 7 days a week. Come see why we're voted Tulsa's best. And our drive-thru at 69th and Memorial makes pickup simple and easy. For the best eye care value in Tulsa, Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates.
At Video Revolution, our home entertainment experts have been designing custom home theater solutions for both in and outdoor use for over 30 years. From flat panel LED TVs to 4K projector systems, the top name brands are here at Video Revolution. That same electronic expertise we also apply to our business communications network, from boardroom automation to video wall presentations. Video Revolution, Tulsa's headquarters for the best selection and installation of cutting-edge technology.
Hello, I'm Andrew Parker with Whistler's Auto Repair, and you're watching Explore Tulsa.
Be sure and join us next week when we visit Dana at the Cat Shack in Broken Arrow. Let's hear your meow, Trish.
Meow. Special thanks to Kenny Smith for giving us a sneak peek at the new Tulsa Mobile Visitor Center.
Thanks to Brian, too, at AMP Equipment for making Oklahoma look really good on the big screen, and to Chris and his family at Le Maison for sharing their story, gorgeous light fixtures, and wonderful history.
Also, thanks to Faith and Jacqueline for talking Stevia out of a mullet and for making spending time at Sorella Salon so much fun.
Remember, if you miss any of the show, you can always catch us at exploretulsa.com.
As always, each week we feature the people, places, and attractions that make us proud to call Tulsa our home.
Hey, don't forget to like us on Facebook. Share with us someone you think Tulsa should know more about.
Plus, remember, Explore Tulsa is brought to you by Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Stop by, say hello to Ron and all the guys for your home entertainment needs.
And Explore Tulsa is also proudly brought to you by Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates.
Home of the two-pair deal starting at just $99 with 2 locations, 3030 South Harvard and 69th and Memorial.
Well, that's all the time we have for you on this week's show. But we'll see you next week right here on Explore Tulsa.